Welcome back to News Geelong on this cold, wintry Friday evening as we turn to the world of Geelong sport and our very own sport official, Nathan Curry. And good evening, Nathan. What can you tell us about what's happening in the sports scene?
Well, first of all, Meryl, tonight, News Geelong's man of the Geelong and District Football League, Cal Lowther, spoke to Bellpost Hill coach Brent Gurgic after their win against North Geelong last Saturday.
Brent turned it on in the second quarter, able to kick 9 goals to 1. He must have been really happy with the boys.
Yeah, it was like obviously kicking him to the wind. We just basically wanted to win the quarter, and obviously I didn't know we kicked 9 goals, but that's a pretty big quarter, especially into the wind. So yeah, it really set us up for the rest of the day, I think.
You guys are in pretty good form at the moment. Obviously the win against Bannockburn was pretty good last week. Is it good to be playing good footy against those sides that you probably will come up against in the finals?
Yeah, I think we've been playing better football against the better sides. I think that's sort of a mental thing. I think when we play sort of the lower sort of sides, our mentality is to drop off a little bit, which isn't good. But it's good to see that the boys really get themselves up for a big game. We've really been treating it like a final. The last couple of weeks like a final. I said today is like a semi-final or a preliminary final, and it's just good that we play good footy against good sides.
You must have been really impressed with Caleb Basley's performance, particularly in the second half.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Caleb all year. Basically, he's probably one of our keys. We've got some young players that are Bellpost Hill boys, and they've really stepped up. Him and Shane Lima, and a few other guys that have come up through the juniors have had really big years. So today, I think he kicked 6 goals, which is really good. But it's more, as I said to you guys last week, just his pressure and tackling, that sort of thing, which is most impressive, I think.
I was going to say, yeah, last week you were harping on the pressure. That's what you want out of your forwards, and I guess again today they were very good at it, and I suppose Caleb was probably the prime example of that as well. He really does those team things as well as kick the goals.
Yeah, exactly, and even Giovanna and Piley and these guys that you sort of think that they may not do those sort of things, but they really have, and I've really emphasised that the last few, like, so pretty much the whole year really, just not to worry about kicking goals, just to chase and tackle and that sort of thing, and goals are created from it.
Thanks very much, Brent.
No worries, thanks guys.
Thanks for that, Cal. All right, let's have a look at the matches for the Geelong Football League tomorrow. We've got Grovedale taking on Colac, which should be an interesting game considering they're both struggling and desperate for a win at the moment. Then we've got a ripper match down at the Snake Pit with Lara taking on first place Bell Park. And the good matches just keep on coming as second place South Barwon take on third place St Mary's in the game of the round. Leopold will be hoping to bounce back from the last week's shock loss when they take on Newtown and Chilwell, while St Albans are taking on North Shore, and Geelong West St Peters will be taking on St Joey's. Finally tonight, News Geelong caught up with Geelong Cats coach Mark Bomber Thompson before their clash with the Brisbane Lions tomorrow. Now Bomber, what is the future of Max Rook?
Look, the guy that trained him was very optimistic and very positive about Max's chances this year and next year. So it's been a worthwhile exercise so far. Well, I haven't sat down with the doctors because we've only just got the report back and a DVD back from America. I only got back yesterday, so I'll wait for the doctors and the physio guys to sort of work out when he's going to come back. No, just trained. He just trained and did exercises that he hadn't done here, and it was quite aggressive. Yeah, and Max was a bit apprehensive about doing some of them, but got through it and felt better for it. So, yeah, it's just a good learning experience for the physios.
So will Johnson and Milburn definitely play this week? And how is Stevie J's hand feeling?
Yeah, they'll both play. Yeah, both trained. He had an operation, and he normally, if he wasn't suspended, would have missed 2 matches. So he's missed 3 now, and he's ready to go. He trained well this morning, marked the ball. So he should be fine to go.
Has Gary Ablett's form been a concern to you lately, or do we just expect too much of him week in, week out?
I think we do expect too much. He's been an outstanding player, and I think the club hasn't had a great month. You know, we've played, we've lost 2 games to St Kilda and played reasonable against the Kangaroos and played average but still beat Hawthorn. So as a club we haven't played well, and Gary's probably just a general part of that. He's probably off a little bit too. So we're looking from this point forward to improve a lot of things, and our week's been good so far. So we're expecting it, our team performance to be better, and Gary's as well.
Before we go, Bomber, we'll just talk about Stevie J again. He wasn't exactly setting the world on fire. Are you confident the break has freshened him up?
Yeah, I've got no doubts that if he hadn't got suspended or hadn't broken his hand, we probably would have given him a spell at some stage. Because he goes that hard, Stevie, and sort of wears himself. He doesn't know how to pull up, and so no, I think the break's going to do him well to good, and I think you'll just see a different, real energetic Steve Johnson hitting the track, for the rest of the year.
Thanks for your time there, Bomber, and good luck to you and your boys tomorrow. That's it for sport tonight. I'll be back next Wednesday, but until then, it's back to you, Meryl.
Thank you, Nathan. Enjoy the weekend of winter footy, and we'll see you again next Wednesday evening. Well, it's still cold, but it is still winter, so I guess we can't complain too much. Our weather queen, Lani Slathiel, joins us with the latest in our Geelong weather for the weekend and ahead into the start of the working week. Good evening, Lani.
Thank you, Meryl. I think I've been complaining nearly every day about the cold weather. We've seen a little bit of sun around in the past week, although still some cool temperatures. So let's see what's in store for the week ahead and the weekend. For tomorrow, some patches of light frost and fog early in the morning, followed by a partly cloudy day, a maximum of 13. For Sunday, a sunny day on the way with some patchy early fog in the morning with a maximum of 15. For next week, Monday, it's going to become cloudy later in the day with some patches of light morning frost early in the morning, maximum of 14. For Tuesday, a partly cloudy day with a maximum of 14 again. And for Wednesday, a partly cloudy day with some scattered showers on the way around Geelong with an overnight low of just 2 degrees, a very cold night Wednesday night, and a maximum of 12 on Wednesday. And today we had some morning cloud with some patchy morning fog and some light winds around Geelong with a minimum of 6 and a maximum of 13. So that's what's in store for the weather this week, Meryl. Until Wednesday, back to you.
Thank you, Lani, and we will see you on Wednesday evening. And thank you for being with us here on News Geelong. I'm Meryl Friend, and I look forward to your company next Wednesday evening at 6:30. Until then, from all the team at News Geelong, have a good evening and a great weekend.